Hello, everyone. Very warm welcome to the second season of the Hodgeswood Racing AI League. We are here at the glorious sunny Long Beach for round one with a slightly unusual multi-class event for you. We have the GTPs, the GT4s, and the Mazda MX-5 with several names that you may recognize from the Hodgeswood roster, along with some other names from the wild world of sport that you may also notice as well. We've been through qualifying. We have a slightly mixed up grid. Some of the GTPs a little bit further back, mixed in with the MX-5s. On pole, we have Lucas Wallace in the Cadillac V Series R, Julian alongside him in the Porsche 963, and Ben Hall in third place, also in his favourite Cadillac. Thomas Tharabaz in fourth in the BMW M Hybrid, Stuart Milne in fifth in the Acura, Niels and Robert in row 5, and Remy and Benjamin in row 6, Sebastian making up the final GTP. In the GT4 class, Anthony Garcia took pole position from Thomas Schona. Falcon Justin is in P3 and Adriano in P4. Mirren and Eric make up 5th and 6th, with Johannes and Ron just behind them in 7th and 8th. And then we have Jason and, of course, our wonderful leader Tom Wood down in 10th. Hey. And here he is. He's joining us for the race from the car. Trevor Moreno in P11. And then in the MX-5, it's a who's who in the MX-5 in the sporting world, with Lewis Hamilton, yes, the Lewis Hamilton on pole from Mike Shepherd. And then there also appears to be another Tom Wood. I don't quite know, Tom, how you've managed to get yourself on the grid twice, but you're here. And then your good wife, Taylor, is in P4. Tom Brady, yes, the Tom Brady in P5 with Ross Smith, and then Nikita Mazepin, not sure how he managed to sneak in an entry there. He's in P7. LeBron James, Brandon Kluge, of course, our glorious captain, and Cristiano Ronaldo leading out the field. So this is going to be a 30-minute multi-class race. All the cars lining up in single file just for the first part of the very short formation lap. Tom, before we get started, what are you looking for and what are you looking forward to in this race?
I am looking forward to these GTP cars that are starting in the very back of the field with Sebastian and who's the other one back there? Benjamin. They are going to rip through this field and it's going to be chaos.
It is absolutely going to be chaos. While the safety car is peeling off, Lucas leads the field away towards the green flag with Julian alongside him. Pedal to the metal. Here we go then for 30 minutes of multi-class racing, and it looks like Lucas has managed to get onto the inside line going in towards turn 1. Ben very close behind Julian there. Looks like he's managed to get through, and Thomas in 4th place. Everyone filtering through turn 1 now without any problems there whatsoever. Hopefully the slower classes will get past there in no problem as well. Tom, any carnage further back that you can see at all?
Nothing yet. Looks like Ben and Sebastian have made it through. Well, Sebastian's made it through. It looks like Benjamin's I'm sorry, the opposite's happened. Sebastian's struggling to get through the MX-5 field right now.
Well, the MX-5 is, of course, very low on power, but also quite light too. Hopefully we're going to be seeing a little bit of a slipstream battle from them as Julian looks up the inside of Lucas, but Lucas closes the door there very nicely. It's coming up towards the end of the first lap then. Looks like we've got the first two GTPs leading the way at the front. And if we go and have a look at the GT4 class, we've got 2 wide coming into turn number 8 there. That looks like to be the number 88 of Mirren, who's led. Mirren in the Aston Martin Vantage. Well, he's been on a roll so far this year with his iRacing. He's been having some very good results.
He's actually showing up for 3rd place in that field for me. I have Thomas way up in the field. What happened to Lucas? What happened to Lucas?
Oh, and Lucas has gone off. Oh my goodness me, what on earth happened there? Let's see if we can find out there. Lucas looks like he's gone into the barriers at the final hairpin, potentially. Well, I don't think Lucas is going to be able to get out of there. It looks like the entire front of the car has gone there. So Julian now leads the race.
Wow, could not slow it down enough.
Absolutely not. Drama on lap 1 for us here. Well, as you said then, Julian leads. Ben now looks like he's in 2nd place, really hounding him there, with Thomas in 3rd place.
I have news from the pit lane.
News from the pit lane.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars that are unable to complete the race.
6 cars unable to complete the race. Can you give us a lowdown who they are?
Taylor Wood, Lewis Hamilton, Nikita Mazepin, Tom Brady, Jason Layton, Adriano Terzo, unable to complete this race. They were started on the grid, unable to complete it. Oh my God, we have a big wreck. Mike Shepard. What happened here? Let's see.
I think my feed might be a little bit behind here, Tom.
He carried a oh my God, he carried an extreme amount of speed into that turn on the outside of trying to make a pass around LeBron James. Oof.
Well,
And
the last thing you want to do is try and get a pass at LeBron James. Let's have a look where we are back up at the front of the field then. Looks like Julian potentially is still leading here, although I can't seem to pick him up on camera.
Stuart, you suck.
See if we can go. Yeah, here we go. We've got him back in the chopper feed now. Looks like he's leading by quite a sizable margin here, almost 3 seconds already from Ben Horrell. And Tom is still in 3rd place. Anything happening back in the GT4 field there that you can see, Tom?
Eric just crashed. Eric just crashed.
Oh my goodness, Eric has just crashed. Let's see if we can get a replay of that there. I'm finally caught up. Oh, yes, and he's gone straight on at turn 5. Goodness me.
My Lord. That is like the 5th driver that's just taking it too wide and too fast.
Well, it looks like Long Beach is already claiming another victim there. Julian continues on at the front, a masterclass of driving, as we would have expected from Julian. He now leads by 4.5 seconds, and within the next 2 laps, I would say, we're going to be coming up to the MX5 field.
Lucas Wallace back on track.
Good to see. Let's have a look. Here he is. Here's Lucas in the number 12 car, the glorious Cadillac. A full lap behind, but as we're going to see in a couple of laps' time, when this traffic starts to build up, those gaps can close very, very quickly. Let's go back and have a look at the MX5 field then. We're looking at Ross Smith here on LeBron James. That is not a phrase I ever thought that I would say, but that is what you get from iRacing. As the MX5 then come down the front straight, these MX5s should be staying together for most of the race. They've got a really, really strong slipstream on them. So we should be expecting to see a very close finish here.
Absolutely. Well, they're 4/10. It looks like Ross about to try to make a move on Tom. Oh, it backs off. Better safe than sorry coming into these few series of corners.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you there. And we are getting close to traffic. Julian is starting to come up towards the back markers in the MX5 there. We can see them just in the distance as they come round the fountain. And I think I've heard a crash behind.
Oh, Ben.
What's happened to Ben? Where is he?
Ben's slow. The hairpin.
Yep,
Really slow.
I can't see exactly what's happened here. Let's see if we can get...
He's coming in. Yep.
Oh, and if we have a look from the rear chase cam, looks like his whole right side is completely done in. I wonder if he's taken that hairpin a little bit too wide there and has just whacked the car off the barriers. Back to the front of the field then, and Julian has caught up with the MX5 field. This is where the race is really going to start taking shape.
I'm also looking at the timing screen right now, and Benjamin and Sebastian have caught up, not to the pack, but at least they're past all of the slower classes, but they're right next to each other. When earlier on in this race, we saw how big of a gap Benjamin had on Sebastian, and now Sebastian leads him.
Very good driving there from Sebastian then. I'm seeing Niels is out of position here for some reason. Let's see if we can pick him up on track. Don't know if you got any news from the pit lane on what's happened to Niels. Oh, and I think that might be the 88 of Mirren that's gone into the wall there. Let's see if we can get a replay of that.
No. Oh, big wreck. Absolutely huge wreck for Niels. Just, oh my God, turn 1. Oh my God, it's hard to let. Oh my God. Full throttle into the wall at turn 1. And comes out, and then he smokes. Oh my heavens. I need you to watch that. Oh my God.
Well, we're currently watching the front of the field here as Julian's starting to come up towards the back of the GT.
Wow.
poor field now. We'll need to try and get a replay of that there at some point. Niels, just a word of advice for you. Using the barrier as a brake generally doesn't tend to work very well.
That's
So
not.
that might be something worthwhile keeping in mind for your next race here.
Does
Luke,
look like Julian is flying through the field pretty well here.
well, he's using all that multi-class experience, doing very well on the IMSU Endurance Series this year, along with his brother Benjamin, who looks like he's still back in P7, but we're going to pick him up, and Kluge's crashed. Oh my goodness, I just came onto camera just in time to see Kluge crash. Looks like it was coming into turn number 8. Way too much speed, carried way too much.
What's the other car?
Oh my goodness. That is,
68.
I think that's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh no.
Kluge's hero.
He didn't look not too bad of a hit. Yeah, Kluge's favorite.
Yeah, Kluge's hero, of course, there, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going to be feeling pretty sorry for himself that he's taken out one of the best footballers in the world. Also, I'm told.
Can we talk about this? The top 3 cars in the Mazdas are tenths away from each other. Nice close race.
Oh my goodness, they are coming across the line here. We are a line astern in the MX-5. We're not even 10 minutes into this race yet, and we've already had drama. It's going to be approximately 23 laps for our leaders in the GTP class. But the MX-5s, this is the number 38. That's Tom Wood and LeBron James and Ross Smith behind him. Looks like one of them backed out there to avoid a collision. Smart racing from the MX-5s here. And these 3 are away. The 4th placed MX-5. I don't even see them on track. I think we've only got 4 MX-5s left.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's true because we had 4 of them not show up, and then 3 of them just crashed. But Mike Shepard is on track at least.
That's good. Good for Mike Shepard.
It looks like Kluge's coming back out, and we should see Cristiano Ronaldo as well coming back out.
Unlimited 5-star pairs for this race as well to keep our drivers in the mix. I'm going to have a look at Niels here, see if we can catch him up. He's actually now behind, I think that might be Sebastian, but Niels is a lap behind Sebastian now after having had that crash.
Yes, I'm sorry, yes. Yes, you would be correct in that. I was looking at the lower class there, I apologize. Wow, this has been a very chaotic but
it's been
excellent race.
It's been absolute carnage so far, hasn't it? But it's been absolutely fantastic as Niels is coming up towards the number 59 car now of Trevor. Oh, and there looks like to be a little bit of a traffic jam at turn 1. Not quite sure what was going on there. But Trevor, one of our newer drivers in this year, made his debut in the 24 Hours of the Nürburgring, and a very good result he had there as well. Very good driving from Trevor. And here he is in our AI League now as well.
Shout out to Ronald Anderson for having just a quietly good race.
Yeah.
Nothing bad, nothing, just doing what he needs to do to maintain that second place.
We've had another crash. I think that's Thomas. I think Thomas has gone off at turn 9. No. I'm going to see if I can find out what's going on there. Back at the front of the field here, this is Julian running away with this. He's 8.5 seconds ahead of Robert Fleming now, who's gone up into second. He doesn't seem to have done much so far in this race. But as you said, as with Ron, a very quiet race here for Robert, and he's done incredibly well so far.
I do have an update for you on Thomas.
Oh, yes.
Same thing. Turn 1, just full speed into the wall. He also nicked the 99 of Remy David on his way through.
Lots of our drivers using turn 1 as a break, it seems, today.
Yes, absolutely. Not great. But he's back on track, and we're moving. We are moving.
Looking at our MX-5 field here, we've got Ross Smith and LeBron James, less than 0.3 of a second apart.
No. Tom Wood must have crashed.
Well, that's what you get for commentating while you're driving, Tom.
Yep. Same thing as every other MX-5 crash. Carried way too much speed, smoked a tire barrier.
There's a reason why Long Beach was chosen as our first race in the AI League for Season 2. It is absolute guaranteed carnage. We're going to stay with the MX-5s for a little bit here because we have Julian coming up to lap them for what must be the second or potentially even the third time here.
Uh-oh, we have a wreck. Who is it? Who we got here?
I think that might be Sebastian.
Robert Fleming. Robert Fleming.
What
That was our
happened to
second
Robert?
place car. He, let's see here. All I
He's
see is
moving
just
very.
zero. Oh,
Oh,
same thing.
he's lost the entire
Same,
front.
same thing. He, turn one just obliterated it.
Robert, of course,
Just,
running the lovely Hertz
yep.
team Jota here, but without a front end, it doesn't look quite as nice as it used to.
Fun fact, the Team Jota car also owned by a driver who could not apparently get on track today. Tom Brady, that is.
Well, Tom
Fun
Brady
fact.
and Hertz team
There
Jota
you go.
not having a particularly good day. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the GT4 class if we can get back to the live action there. Thomas Schoner is leading in the GT4 class. Ron Anderson approximately 15 seconds behind him. We've got quite a lot of field spread here. Ron's not even come across the line yet to start his next lap. Thomas already coming up to the fountain at turn 3.
Yep.
Running in the Pfaff McLaren in GT4, and Eric is just ahead of him in the HWR liveried car there as well, the Aston Martin, looking very resplendent in the afternoon sun of Long Beach. I'm going to have a little bit of a shout out here to second place in the GTP category, who happens to be me, also driving at the same time. I don't seem to have any drama yet, just quietly making my way up the field.
That's, oh my, we have another
Oh, another
damaged
huge wreck. Who is
vehicle.
that?
Who is that? Not Julian, so
That's
that's
Robert again.
me.
That's Robert. He has stopped trying to get into the pit lane, I think. Let's have a look, see if we can go on board with him. He appears to have towed back to the pits now.
He has towed. He has towed. We almost had to throw a caution there.
I mean, I'm surprised Race Control hasn't thrown a caution yet, if I'm honest, Tom. This race has been nothing but carnage from lap one.
Carnage. Oh,
But,
who's this? Who's this? Ben is
but
stuck behind two GT4 cars. Oh, moved him. Basically moved him out of the way. Ronald, I believe, has caught. Nope, just kidding. I lied. Disregard everything I just said.
I frequently do, Tom. I frequently do. We'll just
Justin has passed, or sorry, Falcon has passed Ronald. That's what I was trying to get at. It's fine. Everything's fine.
So Falcon now up into second position in the GT4 class, but he's a long way behind Thomas. Sebastian Roll is 8th overall, but Thomas is, sorry, 9th overall, but Thomas is 8th overall thanks to all the drama. Thomas has just been staying out of trouble and out of the way, and it's having a really good race. We appear to have lost Benjamin. I am trying to see what's happened here, but he's disappeared off my screens for some reason. This race really is one of attrition, isn't it, Tom?
Yes, it is. Long Beach bites you hard, and you know it's one of those tracks that you gotta just survive.
We have had a
Oh my God,
spin.
Ross Smith.
I think he spun the car. He might still be okay, but no, having said that, he is now just towed back to the pits. So LeBron James now leads. I don't even want to hazard a guess at how far LeBron James now leads by. It's a long way, let me tell you that. It's a
long
very,
way.
very
It is a
long way.
long way.
Julian now running very slowly at the front of the field. Julian stopped. Julian has stopped on track.
Fuel?
The leader has stopped.
Did he run out of fuel?
He could have run out of fuel. We only have a 35% fuel tank capacity
Oh, no.
for these races. And Ben Horrell now into the lead after having sustained damage earlier on. I think we're coming into our first round of pit stops, and Ben does indeed peel into the pit lane. Let's see if we can stay on board with him and see if this is actually a pit stop for repairs or a pit stop for fuel. 12 minutes to go in this race. Ben Horrell leads. And guess who is
you as my net leader?
You are very right. I am the net leader, and I'm doing that while commentating as well in the number 40 Acura.
Unbelievable.
Clearly a fix this race. When was the last time I ever led a race? I certainly don't know. Put a comment in chat if you can remember the last time that I led a race. Ben is coming out of the pit lane now. I think that was a pit stop for fuel.
Okay.
Now, what's going to be very interesting is how far through can I get in this race before I need to stop? Because there's absolutely no way that I'm going to be able to get through this entire race without stopping. It's
Oh
just
yeah,
a
you're gonna have to
matter
go
of...
soon. Oh, someone just pulled in. I did not see. It was another Porsche, I want to say. No, it was the BMW of Remy David.
I think I saw him in the pits as Ben went past him as well. So I currently have a 54-second lead over Julian. I think we're going to see the number 40 car peeling for the
I
pits
believe
here.
you're slowing down. No, you're not.
No, I am not. I am continuing on.
You're riding that wave. Okay.
We currently have had a couple of cars into the pits, so I'm one of the few cars that hasn't pitted. None of the GT4s appear to have pitted yet, which is interesting. And only one of the MX5s, LeBron James, hasn't pitted, but I suspect that's probably going to be more due to accident damage than anything else.
Right.
The MX5s have a much bigger fuel tank, and they don't tend to consume fuel quite as much as the other classes do, so they may even be able to get through this race without a fuel stop. Just give myself some free airtime here as we come up to complete lap 16. Just over 10 minutes left, approximately 7 laps to go. Not counting any pit stops, of course. And we have Ben Hurl and Benjamin a line astern here. Less than a second between them as they come round towards turn 4 and turn 5. I think they are fueled to the end of this race.
Oh, I thought you were diving in. You were just trying to get around the MX5.
I mean, we all know that I'm very good at saving fuel, of course, but this is really quite something even for me. Certainly the...
Do you think the team is waiting for a caution, or they're just trying to extend it as much as they can to?
It's difficult to say. I potentially think they're looking to extend as much as possible. I am very surprised we haven't had a caution in this race so far. If we haven't had a caution by now, I'm tempted to think that race control just want to let the carnage happen. Not quite sure on the race direction from that perspective then, but the number 40 team, I think, are probably going to try and extend as quickly as possible.
Remy David is slow on track. Remy David is slow on track again. Oh, he's
coming out of the hairpin now. I wonder if this is going to be a stop for fuel. He dives into the pit lane. We're going to have a look and see what's going on with him here, whether this is going to be a stop for fuel or if there's something else wrong.
Uh-oh. Mirian looks unwell. His car is not well. He's a slow car on track. Might be a danger here in a second.
Oh.
Stuart Milne is pitting.
The leader is pitting. Are you sure? Because I'm just coming out of the final hairpin now. Oh yes, you're absolutely right. The leader is pitting.
The radio chatter said you were coming in.
That's why I've got you on the comm. So,
we have a wreck. Throw it. Throw the caution.
Oh, we have a huge wreck. Huge wreck here. What's happened? I'm not even sure.
No.
I think that's Ben Horrell who spun it at turn 8, and all the other cars have got caught up behind because they couldn't even get through. We've got MX5s, we have GT4s, everything.
No. The brake just wasn't on the brakes early enough. Crushed the wall, and then we have just carnage. Oh, wow.
So with 7.5 minutes to go, the field is going to get bunched up for a final sprint to the line. There should be no more issues with fuel. There should be no more pit stops aside from those which cause you damage. This is going to be a dramatic finish to the first round of the AI Championship. And the safety car, as we can see now, coming out of the pit lane, the number 40 Acura here, slowing. How is the safety car going to get around is the question here. No overtaking, of course, under the safety car. And the safety car drives through him. Well, that answers that question, at least. And it looks like we're going to have wave arounds here as well. The number 69 of Kluge has passed the 40, so that is clearly happening as the safety car is getting into position. So as we pause for breath, Tom, before the final few minutes of this race,
Uh-oh. Oh, you let someone else by. I just saw you rip off the track. But you're good. Everything's good. Sorry, go ahead.
so as we enter the final 6.5 minutes of this race, what would you say has been one of the key standout moments? What's been the key to the number 40 leading this race?
Honestly, just keeping nose clean and we using the brakes. Really, I think is the key to winning here. Is just using the brakes.
Yeah, I would
You
certainly
have
agree with that. The key,
so many too fast into turn one, too fast into I think it's five. Um, just too much carrying too much speed throughout the entire course is just
yeah,
gonna ruin everything for you.
it's definitely one of the key aspects of being a good racing driver is using the brakes. It does appear that we're getting some wave arounds for the MX5 traffic here. I don't know if you've got any info, Tom, on how long the safety car is going to be out for.
The safety car should be, I want to say, two more laps, unfortunately. You're hoping to go green this time around, but I don't think everybody's caught up quite enough yet.
Could we be looking at an Abu Dhabi 21 finish here to the first round of the championship?
I think we could be. Yeah, we're still Julian's slug coming around the hairpin.
Yeah, I can see him in the background here.
Oh no, he's pitting. Oh,
He's diving for the
everybody's pitting.
pits.
This feels like a Lewis Hamilton only on the track situation.
Julian's gone past the pit lane here. He's only 5 laps into his current stint, so from a fuel perspective, I'm wondering if he's okay. We're still just trying to get some clarity here on what the actual positions are. Lucas has dived into the pits from what was P3. We've got GT4s in the pits as well. Falcon and Ron are both in the pits too. And LeBron James, basically the only MX5 left on track currently, is also in the pits.
It looks like Julian might be dealing with some electrical issues as he
Are you
keeps
hearing that on the radio?
slowing down. Yeah, he keeps slowing down and losing power, but he went a little wide in turn one, but sped back up and is catching the field back up. He's really slow now. Again, he's getting past.
We're with
Something's
Julian
going on with
here.
this car.
He's staying off the racing line. It looks like everyone's quite hesitant to pass him, as you would understandably be under safety car, but he's riding the curbs very heavily here. There's clearly something wrong with that car. Let's see if we can get on board. Yeah, that car does not sound healthy, although he's accelerating
Sped
up
back
again
up,
now.
and it's really slow again.
Clearly
He's got a lot of damage on that side of the tub there.
Clearly some issues for the number 7 Porsche here then. Looks like Niels might be going into second place then.
In the world of racing, every detail counts. Introducing Falcon Race Wraps, the ultimate destination for high-performance vehicle wraps and graphics. At Falcon Race Wraps, we understand that your vehicle is more than just a machine. It's a reflection of your passion, your dedication, and your commitment to excellence. Whether you're looking just to stand out on a track or make a statement on the streets, our wraps and graphics are guaranteed to turn heads and leave a lasting impression. With a wide range of customizable options and professional installation services, we make it easy to elevate your vehicle to the next level. Falcon Race Wraps. Unleash the power of your passion. Visit our website, falconracewraps.com today, and transform your vehicle into a true work of art. Justin Krutoff. Best painter, great man, better lover.
A lot of the cars behind you are I don't know, maybe they're just heating up the tires and
There seems to be a lot of hesitation to pass here.
Yep. Oh, Julian's coming back towards the front. He's probably just playing games. You know, he's a very mindful warrior and just trying to make it feel like he's not going to be able to compete very well here. But, you never know with some of these things.
Could this be the greatest double bluff in iRacing history? I wonder if it is. I wonder. We're going to see this time whether he's going to head to the pits or not. There's still a significant gap to the leader. He's pulling over to the side again.
The radio chatter again says yes, but
And he looked like he faked a dive
stayed
into
out.
the pits
He
there.
did.
Let's have a look at that. We're going to have a look at
stayed
this
out
again. And look just here now. Fakes a dive to the pits and then doesn't go in. Very interesting indeed. And we are double file now.
We're going green next time by.
And we are going to have probably 1 lap to the finish. Oh, if we wanted drama, we've got drama. This is going to be a nail-biting showdown to round 1.
Especially with a few of these GTPs stuck behind a couple MX-5s back there.
Absolutely. I'm seeing the Jota car driven by Robert Fleming. That's behind what looks like to be the Aston Martin of Eric.
We lost Julian again.
Clearly,
the second line is
clearly
stuck
issues
behind Julian.
Clearly issues with the number 7 car here.
If you're in that right side lane, you might lose a few spots here.
And guess who's come up to 3rd, having started so far back in the MX-5 field? The number 10 Acura of Sebastian Roll.
Unbelievable.
We can see that second line, as you were saying, held up behind the 7 of Julian here. That entire right side line there, they're going to be sitting behind Julian thinking, what are you doing, man? Just get on with it. Get back up to the safety car. I'm wondering at what point they're allowed to pass him. It looks like this potentially could be a straight fight between Stuart Niels and Sebastian.
I have word coming from race control here. It looks like they are going to remove Julian from the race in an attempt to clear up this traffic.
Julian has been disqualified. Absolute drama.
In an attempt to get the field back stacked up so we can run a lap here.
I mean, it was a dangerous car. You can't just have a car moving around in the safety car conditions. When the field goes green, that's going to be a hazard for our final lap. We are about to go green. The timer has run out. Are they going to give us one final racing lap, or will the checkered flag run? We're going a line astern here.
They're off.
And the leader's gone.
They're off. Yep, we're going to get one good lap out of these boys.
We are going to have one final lap here. Coming down towards
the perfect race, and now he has to fight for his life here.
But who's gone into second place? It looks like Lucas Wallace is trying to get back into second. Teammates in the special endurance events are Lucas and Stuart. This is absolutely incredible. Bragging rights between the two of them. Whoever wins this will never hear the end of it. But it looks like the number 71 here of Benjamin has managed to get his way into second place. Sebastian now moving down to 5th and looks like he's running quite slowly. Oh, and Benjamin's going around the outside. Benjamin leads the race with half a lap to go. What a move.
What a move. And he, again, also started back in 28th position.
What a fantastic result. And Benjamin has just shot off like a scalded cat. He is going to win this race at an absolute canter. And the fight now seems to be between second and third. They're gone. Stuart now, an absolute roadblock for the cars behind. What on earth has happened here? Benjamin's going to win. Benjamin's going to win the first round of the AI Championship in dramatic circumstances.
What a race. What a race. Oh, and now someone pitted.
That's Robert Fleming.
Robert Fleming pits last lap. That's a brutal way to end a race there.
So our final results in the GTP category. Benjamin John wins from Stuart Mill, Lucas Walls, and Niels Barbacle with Sebastian Roll in 5th. Thomas Schona gets 6th place overall, and the win in the GT4 category kept his nose clean.
A ton of cars just diving into the pits on this last lap before they cross the line. We could see some serious changes here. I think Tom Wood just stole the MX-5 win because of that.
Well,
very close.
We're going to need to debrief with the drivers after the race here in the media pen, because there are a number of very interesting choices strategically made by these teams today.
Wow.
Well,
Chaos.
absolute carnage. I don't even know where to begin with this race. Is it the final lap pass by Benjamin into turn 6 to steal the win? Is it all the cars that jumped into the pit lane with the flag in sight? Surely you could just dip the clutch and roll across the line. Or is it the carnage that we saw on the opening laps that has effectively left us with 4 MX-5s on track? Well, I don't know about you, Tom, but this
Unbelievable.
this is going to be a race we're talking about for a very, very long time.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely. And
congratulations.
we will. Whew, what a season we have in store for us.
Well, we're going to keep the next round a secret for you because anticipation is one of the most exciting things, especially when it comes to racing in iRacing. But congratulations to Benjamin for winning round 1, Thomas Schoner for winning in the GT4 class, and Tom Wood for winning in the MX5 category. We'll see you next time for round 2. Until then, take care and drive well.